Peace, beloveds. Um, First of all, I want to say rest in peace to Gangsta Boo. This is for all my soul queens out there, my soul sisters. We come from the same soul group, and if you took it some kind of way about Gangsta Boo's passing, it's because you're a part of this soul group. And I've been waiting for a couple of days to do this because um, I wanted to give it, some time to transition um, in the other realms, and so that I could, I didn't want to pull on her energy because I know she's just transitioning, and I just want to tell my soul sisters out there, my fellow readers, my fellow tarot readers, my fellow spiritual goddesses and queens, that it's now time to take your craft seriously, and because they done violated now. This is a violation. This morning when I was getting out of the tub, I was just, my mind, my thoughts in the back of my mind is like myself. I'm just channeling her. And I just felt her spirit like so strongly. It was such a strong feeling coming from her. And what I'm picking up is that she was young when she first got into the industry. So, and all she was interested in is her craft. I'm using the Urban Tarot deck, and this card is the art card. Okay, so this to me describes the industry, her talents, her hunger for fame, how seriously she took her craft, and her spirit is real strong. I could tell she was a real one. I don't have to know her. It's sometimes you just could pick up on people's energy, and Gangsta Boo's energy was so powerful, and you could just tell like she was just this real down to earth person. But when she got into the industry, she was young. And she got into the industry to display her talents. That's what attracted people to her in the first place. And then she was brought into the industry, and this type of energy was there waiting for her. The devil was there waiting for her, waiting for mostly everyone that comes into the industry. But this was the second card I pulled when I did this reading on Gangsta Boo. Mind you, I did this reading a couple of days ago, but I didn't want to put it out there yet. I wanted to give it some time. I just wanted to see, it just bothered me. And mind you, I didn't even really know Gangsta Boo. When I'm 53, I'm 10 years older than her, but I was in college at the time when there was a lot going on in my life then, when her and 3 6 Mafia took off, and I wasn't really paying attention. But what really highlighted me and got me paying attention to her and feeling her energy was when they did that verses last year. And I picked up on her energy then, and I was like, then she got a comforting, like real smooth, down to earth spirit. Like, I'm just glad she's still around in the game, somebody like her. That was my energy that I felt about her, about Gangsta Boo. And that somebody's still there that's down to earth in this crazy world we live in, and this different type of music and industry. There's somebody still there with the mother goddess energy. Okay? That's what I felt. So then the third card I pulled was sorrow. Because once she found out that she had to deal with this type of shit in the industry, this is the devil card. Okay? She had to make choices that she was not capable of making at that age. She was too young to make these type of decisions as far as her soul was concerned. Okay? But she had to make it. She was brokenhearted. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that she had a relationship or some type of intimate relationship with DJ Paul, because I was talking about her the other day on my live on my other channel, and someone came in and said that he actually used to beat her. And I was watching this video of Juicy J speaking on her, and when they brought up her name, you could see he was visibly kind of thrown off by that. So something went down in the background when they broke up, because this card came up here, luxury. Okay, this this was what made her remain, even though she experienced the sorrow and she realized she would have to deal with the devil to be able to make money and to make a living off of her art and her craft. But this was what was waiting for her. Okay, she got a taste of luxury. She got a taste of the good life. Okay, and she was headed into, she was trying to balance. She was trying to balance the negative aspect of the industry and still be there, but not partake as much. And it was pretty hard for her to do. And in order for her to deal with it all, she's around all these men. There's a whole bunch of drugs going around. And I think she at one time had really, she really had some feelings for DJ Paul. But DJ Paul is in the industry now. He's being pulled every which way also. They're young. And I think she felt kind of disrespected a little bit. And then she realized that she was getting older, that she didn't really want to partake in that type of energy with the 3-6 Mafia and the drugs and the demonic references. She didn't really want to be stuck in that, because she realized what she had gotten into after a while. So she headed towards Christianity after a while. She left. She left the industry, really. She turned her back on it for a minute. And she went back to Christianity because they were saying that somewhere I was listening to something and they said that she had got into the witchcraft and she, not all witchcraft is bad, but when it comes down to intention in that industry and her being so young, I'm pretty sure she wasn't well educated on what she was dealing with. But she was trying to head towards victory. Okay? She was trying to make the best out of what had happened. This is the victory card. And she was trying to get there. She did have victory in certain places. She did win her royalties. She did have her royalties. In which case, 3-6 Mafia and them, they were smart in the business decisions they made in that industry. Whereas they would be able to maintain their luxury if they will be able to maintain their luxury with the business decisions that they have made because their publishing was theirs. Okay, they would still be able to maintain some type of luxury off of their art and their craft and what they had pledged allegiance to, because I believe they took the oath early on. They was approached because of the energy they had, and I think that they chose to go along with that secret society fraternity stuff. Okay, but even though she was trying to balance that energy, this card says failure. She wasn't able to do so because that's a whole machine. She can't fight that by herself. And Gangsta Blue was very intelligent. The way that she moved and the energy she displayed, she was very smart. She was very intelligent and very down to earth. She had her feet planted in the ground. And not only was she disappointed with the industry, but her dad also had passed away. And I think that, I think that she had trusted some of these people, like she really believed in them and she thought that, they loved her and that they would take care of her and make sure she was okay like she would do for them. But y'all know how that is. Y'all know how you could be so real with people and you expect for them to be the same with you, but it's just not that way. Some things take precedent. And these guys had already exposed themselves to certain energies that, it's a selfish environment, that industry. It's very selfish. It really has anything to do with love when it comes down to relationships, intimate, business, friends, or whatever. Y'all already know that. So she failed to balance those energies, and someone was trying to control her and take over her. This is dominion, and it's, I believe this is Two of Wands. So she was trying to avoid not being that. She wanted to get in there and get that bag. I mean, she was getting her bag for her previous work, but she still had a lot of energy in her and talent she wanted to display. And she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get back out there and do me. I'm gonna do me. I'm Gangsta Boo. I worked hard. I'm affiliated with one of the biggest rap groups in the industry, and I'm gonna make the best out of it. I'm gonna get what's due to me." And I don't care who don't like it. I don't care if they don't like the fact that I'm holding my own. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do me. This was her attitude. This is what I'm picking up. But someone was trying to sabotage her because the Tower card showed up. So I think that she was lured into believing that she would be able to do what she did, to leave and come back and take her rightful spot. And mind you, she had just did a song with um, Glorilla and I think Lotto, that girl Mulatto. And I believe she was giving them advice. I believe she was trying to tell them things that they may not have known because she was young when she came in the game, and she remembered this part of the game, the devil and sorrow. So she was trying to look out for them. She was trying to do the best she can, being that she was able to work with them and speak to them. I believe that she trusted them, and she may have been telling them things that may have been repeated, or somebody may have overheard her giving them some game about the industry. They don't want these young people to have no game in the industry and be taught by the OGs about the mistakes they made, because then they would be much smarter in the decisions they're making when they get in the game. They don't want that. They want to be able to eat off of these people's talent and energy and just suck them dry until they can't use them anymore, until they're no longer useful. But she had maintained, she was very disappointed before she passed away because she didn't get the love back that she felt that she had been given all these years. She was always there for everybody. She was genuine. She was a strong force. She was well respected. And I think that her energy, these people who needed some energy. And when she did that reality show, the marriage boot camp, that was the setup right there. That was the beginning of the setup. By them saying that they found drugs, in her room or wherever they said that they found it. That was to give the idea to the masses that she had a serious problem with drugs and affiliate her with drugs. So when it was time to do whatever was going to be done, there would be no question. And that's exactly what people did when she passed away. And they said she was found in front of a house outside, laying on the porch. To me, that was a form of disrespect. On a Sunday, they found her outside in the broad daylight, laid on a porch, deceased. I think that's some form of disrespect in a way, to be honest. First they said that she was at her house, then they said it was her mom's house, then they said it was her homegirl's house, her girlfriend's house, that she usually stays with when she goes back to Memphis, and that the lady's daughter found her in front of the house or on the porch. But my question is, how is it that she's found on the porch and her brother had went to the hospital, and why didn't Gangsta Boo make it to the hospital? How did they separate? So I really believe, you know how this thing is when you take these oaths and stuff like that. At some point, they expect you to pay the piper. You can't come in and out and do as you please. They basically own you. But on a spiritual aspect, this is a call for all of you spiritual queens, okay, to stand up and take your energy seriously and take this spirituality seriously, because we were all tied together. We're all tied together, and she was a big part of our energy. She represented us. She represented us in that industry, this type of soul group. And the disrespect was real. Spiritually, that bothered me to see that she was laid out on the porch that way. That's psychological warfare, if you ask me. So, sisters, I'm listening to this, and brothers, y'all all know y'all feeling this energy pulling y'all. It's time to take it seriously. Do not believe the media with these stories that they've been giving to people about all of these people overdosing. No. Gangsta Boo has been dipping and dabbing in drugs for years. She knew how to get high. She was a veteran. It's people that was on crack since the 80s. They know how to get high. It don't matter what new thing comes out. They know what to stay away from. They have a radar. They're not dumb. They're not stupid. Gangsta Boo's not going to risk her life in the position that she had as the Queen of Memphis to do drugs that may potentially end her life. That don't even make no sense. I can't even see her doing that because, like I said, I could feel her spirit very strongly. And I don't think that she purposely took any fentanyl. I think that she might have been, even if she was smoking weed, that could have been laced with fentanyl as well. So I take this as a true form of disrespect. Like I'm really upset about Gangsta Boo's passing. And I'm so sorry for her family. I send my condolences out to her family. But this is one of those soul alarms and alerts, fam. When they take these oaths and stuff, sometimes it's already written in spirit for them to play a certain position and for us to pay attention to certain things so that we can figure out this matrix and know what we should stay away from and how these people try to suck our energy. Because this is the year of 7. 7 is the God number. Like 7 is the God hour. 7 is associated with God and the 5% of nation. 7 is just represents God, spiritual awareness. So for her to die on New Year's Day, it's like an attack to a certain soul group, if you ask me, to a certain energy that exists here. It's the year of 7. Pope Benedict Arnold passed away also. He was Pope Benedict the 16th. And that is 7. 6 plus 1. 2023 is 7. So it's the year of 7. Gangsta Boo was 43 years old, which is 7. And she was born August 7th. So her birth date was 7. So if you ask me, this was a ritualistic killing. May not be a sacrifice so much as it being a ritualistic killing for energy. And I've been watching other sisters do readings, and most of the sisters got it right on point. It was an energy ritualistic thing. I don't know if she was aware of it, but she was aware that people, people's vibes and their frequency, they wasn't meshing no more like they used to mesh. She was different. And that's why she was missing her dad, because when she needed to be grounded, she could always go home and talk to her dad. I don't pick up on the energy she had with her brothers, but I think that her brothers were doing their own thing, and they just were in a different space than she was. But they loved their sister. And this hurt a lot of souls. I don't hear as much hoopla about it like if it would have been a dude, but it's okay. Because us queens, we gotta get this message, and we can't let her die in vain. We gotta pick up on this message. Whatever it may mean to you, tap into it. Because they damn sure took one of us out. So, that's all I have on Gangsta Boo. Again, rest in peace to her. Um, the last card I had was the Gourmet Chef. That's nothing but putting together the plan, you know. And to me, it solidifies the fact that it was a plan. Somebody cooking something up, some sort of conspiracy. This is a Knight of Pentacles. So it was a plan. It was a long time ago. It started. This plan, and it also involves money and money moves. You know, they probably don't want to pay out, or these people, they don't like to give people their money. Remember Aaron Carter was saying Sony owed him $3.5 million. Michael was complaining about Sony. And when she was on that show with the couples, that couples third, whatever that show was, where they were saying they found a bag of drugs, and she was talking to the white dude was on the couch, that she was dating, and she was like, "Can you vouch for this, or can you say?" He wouldn't say anything because he already knew what they was gonna do. He might not have known how deep it was, but maybe he did. But he didn't say anything in her defense. His body language was just like he was defeated already. He didn't say one word. And she kept trying to get something out of him, like, "I'm ready to go," or, "Do you have something to add to this?" And he wouldn't say anything. She was on her own. And that's how she was feeling when she passed away. She felt like she was on her own. All the people that she had depended on, that she would be there for, she felt like they wasn't there for her. She felt something was strange and different. But she was a fighter. She was going to push and get hers. She was going to be what she wanted to be. She was she was going to be respected. She was going to do what she wanted to do. But when they put her back in that spotlight, on that couples therapy or marriage therapy, whatever, they put her back out there to highlight the drugs thing. That was to highlight that. But they just released another, strong energy. And we're not going to let you die in vain, Queen. We know what's up. Those of us that know. And all I can say is most of you out there that's talented, you got to be careful with these contracts that you're signing and what you're getting yourself into. Because these people are just doing what it is they know how to do. That's all they know. We just got to learn how to be who we're supposed to be. They're being who they came here to be. So I'll be doing more readings on this channel. I think I was going to do horoscope readings, but that's too much. Like I get drained real fast. So maybe I'll just do readings on celebrities and the fallen and see how their energy is. But she knows what's going. She's fully aware. Maybe she may be disappointed, but I think soon she'll link up with her loved ones in the other realms and she'll be fine. But don't let her die in vain over here, guys. Pick up and learn what you're supposed to learn. Rest in peace, Gangsta Boo, and peace and love. And I'll be back about Gangsta Boo because we're going to see what the coroners are going to say and how they're going to drag this story. We're going to watch this play out. Subscribe to my channel, like and share. Peace and love.